welcome to today's live stream where we'll be working on the terraforming of the Scarland roller coaster. We're going to be building all sorts of fun and exciting things down below here. We've got our river and all sorts of other great stuff in the plans. So, of course, we've got to start out by a quick ride on the roller coaster. Now, like I talked about in the pre-stream, if you see me rolling away, because I don't have any brakes on today. My brakes aren't working. I need somebody to stand behind me and just hold the chair still. All right, and we're rolling now. There's our super awesome boat that we're working on YouTube right now. Look at, oh, so fancy. Ah, the interior, my friends. Eventually we will have some awesome stuff inside here and it'll look super cool. We'll have our underwater ship scenes and our sea monsters and underwater crash vessels and all sorts of good stuff. El Soto, what I have on my face here is just oxygen, just helps me breathe a little easier. Nothing to be worried about. The boat is looking amazing, John. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the boat. It's fun. It's something different. I've never built like a seafaring vessel on Minecraft before, so it's been quite fun to quite fun. Can I put a broom handle behind you? You know, if you did, that would be super awesome. Like, that would be awesome. I was thinking about trying to like stuff like a book behind me, but I couldn't find anything, and I didn't want to put anything under my wheels. You know, wheels and rolling around in, you know, unclean places and things. So I didn't want to put any of my good things down there. Chicken Swag. I like that name. I like that name. It's a nice name. All right, and then we're gonna roll back up the hill here. Of course my parents and brothers know. I think my oldest brother knows I do this. Maybe in a vague terms he knows, but I know, of course my older brother, he, or my middle brother I suppose, he was on quite a few YouTube videos, especially in the past. So he was in the Noob to Pro series, and also we did some Call of Duty videos together way back in the day. So if you go back into the Scar archives, and I mean way back in the Scar archives, you'll find some videos we did just talking about funny times in our childhood and stuff. So yeah, we've done some stuff, and yeah, my parents of course know what I do, and they help me a ton with, you know, what I do. I would not be able to do any of this stuff in front of you today if it wasn't for my parents. So of course they know. And hopefully, and you know, they watch. They watch. We want the forest! Oh, I would love to do the forest again. So what I'm going to do is, I've decided, because there's so much interest in the return of the forest. Now, of course, we can't return to the forest in the way that we once had it, because, of course, the developers deleted all the save files. So what I'm thinking is, we wait for a little bit more story elements to be added to the game. Maybe a couple more features. I know there's a flare gun now. Once that's happened, maybe we can jump back in and have another series. I think that would be super awesome. All right, so we've got a lot of mob supplies, but anyway, we are going to start working on our river. So we are going to make a super duper awesome river. So we're just going to get some supplies that we'll need for that particular build. There we go. And I'm just going to grab a couple pieces of stone. There we go. A couple pieces of stone. And then we're going to need some coarse dirt. Hey, that doesn't look like coarse dirt. No, that's an imposter. And I'm just going to leave this in here for now. Remind me to take that out because that's going to be a big mess. All right. So let's see what we got here. Let's get some supplies together because we're going to work on our river. So things we need to think about for our river. Rivers have a lot of rock, you know, built up on the sides of the banks of the river. I want to use the coarse dirt for the lower tier of the river because, you know, with water splashing up and down onto the banks, you would think that that dirt would be a darker color. So we will have that be the case. There we go. Get a couple different types of stone all set up. Okay, let's see. I would love to get some acacia, not acacia. I need andesite. There you are, andesite, hiding over there. All right, let's sleep this crazy night away. There we go. Hello, wants to sleep. There we go. So how is your day today, my friends? How is your day today? Did you have an awesome 4th of July for the people who celebrate 4th of July yesterday? Hopefully you did. I know there were some people in my neighborhood that were literally trying to recreate a war zone with fireworks and explosions, and it's just not. I used to love fireworks, but I don't know. Ever since I've been sick, I just like hate that sound. It just drives me crazy nowadays. And poor Jelly. Jelly's just not a fan of the firework extravaganzas. Not one iota. Not one iota. I often like wonder like if you found like somebody from like a real rural area that doesn't really have fireworks, and you just brought them into my neighborhood for like a couple hours. I wonder what their thought would be like, just to see just that when you where I live, and it's a constant boom. There's just a constant firework boom. There's so many people launching fireworks. It's unbelievable. It was great. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you guys had a good day. Glad. Who is Jelly, you ask? Well, Jelly. Who is Jelly? It's a hard question to even answer. Who is Jelly? Jelly is the I don't know. Jelly's kind of like the caretaker of the stream, the overseer of what we do here, maybe, if you will. So Jelly's a lot of things. Jelly's a lot of things. If you're curious to see what Jelly looks like, or you want to know more about Jelly, you can always follow me on Instagram. There are literally like 100 pictures of Jelly on my Instagram. Somebody asked me like, hey, what's Jelly look like? And I'm like, go to my Instagram. And they're like, wow, that's a lot of cat pictures. And I'm like, yeah, that is. And that's awesome. Andrew, well, that's super awesome. I'm so glad that you enjoy the videos and the streams. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. So as you can see, we're gonna have to do some work to make our river work through here, because of course it just goes underground. All of our water will leak out the bottom, right? That's not good. That's not gonna make a good river at all. So what we're gonna work on is I just want to build up the basic shape of the river. So the river, I want it to flow along this bank across here. And this will just add a ton of ambiance to the area, a lot more theme, and I think it'll look really cool. So we're just gonna get a really basic shape of the river set up, and then I think this will look really cool and just add a ton to the landscaping in the area. Now, one thing I do want to do is not lose any of the dirt, because dirt's going to be important, of course, to work on this bottom section here. So I just want to collect all the dirt I can, not one piece to waste. Why did I choose my name, Scar? Well, it goes way back to the days of Call of Duty with my brother. There was a wonderful show, I'm sure you know it, The Office, of course, with Steve Carell, and he had a script. I think it was maybe season 2, I suppose. They found a movie script that he had written, and one of his characters was Agent Scar. Later, like it seemed like, if I'm not mistaken, later he actually called that character Agent Scoon, I believe. So then my brother was Agent Scoon and I was Agent Scar. I thought Scar fit me best because I've gotten my fair share of scars and things for all the health things that I've had and surgeries and things. So I thought Scar would fit good for me, and he was Agent Scoon, and we wreaked havoc in Call of Duty 4 back in the day. We were pretty good at Call of Duty 4, not like super duper stars, but we held our own. We did a ton of Team Tactical, and we won our fair share. We won our fair share of games, and it was super fun. We played all the time back in the day. Excuse me, Cal. I need to get through here. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna have to figure out where this river is going to end up. So my thoughts are, when we came through here on the bridge, of course, the suspension bridge, we came around this corner over here, and as you can see down below here, this is all blank and boring. So what I'm thinking about is maybe doing a big waterfall. So thoughts? What are your thoughts on that? Maybe like a waterfall like right here, so that big river kind of empties out like right there. So what I'm thinking about is doing the kind of like a trail across here, maybe the river can kind of loop back in under here, through here, and then back into the main area. So I think that's kind of the idea, at least, of getting this river set up. The river will take a little while to get all built up and all fashionable and all that good stuff, but I think it'll be pretty good. I think it'll look nice, of course, from the bridge to see the waterfall kind of spilling out from the cliff. I think that'll look pretty cool. Haha, yes, waterfall hype it is. Waterfall hype. I mean, if you want to get Scar excited, you show him a waterfall. Get excited. Okay, that's good for now. We have a basic shape. That's all I really wanted to get for now. Just a basic shape. So we're gonna have to get some buckets, my friends. We're gonna have to get some buckets. All right, so now this side. That's the question, my friends. That is the question. This side over here is where we're going to have to figure out how to get it set up. So as you know, throughout this area over here, we want the waterfall to come down here. So that's one of the waterfalls into the river. So the river goes through here. So where do we want the river to go on this direction? Let's take a peek over here. Has so much waterfall hype. Oh, I love it. Oh, we need to stop and have something to eat. So as you know, this area is really underdeveloped. So there's a lot of potential in this area for new terraforming, and we haven't even got the roller coaster supports together. But where do we want the river to spill out? Because I want the river to kind of flow through this area. That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't want it to be over in this zone. Ooh, this might be nice. What if we did the waterfall in this area? What if it came down? So I want the waterfall to be on this side too. So I want another one kind of spilling out into this area over here. Well, hello there, squids. How are you today? We'll see. Trying to think where that would look good. What I think we could do, we'll see about this. Why don't we get the river built in this area, and then we can slowly kind of work on those other areas. I kind of want to get into the nitty gritty of the actual building of the river. So I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so of course, this is our way up into our survival base. So this is kind of a rock slide going down. So I want to make sure I give enough room along here for a walkway down to our survival base caves and our survival base tents. So I want to make sure there's at least a little trail along here. So I don't want to break this ground any more than I have to. So I'm going to expand out this section right here just a little bit. Okay, there we go. Awesome, wonderful. So now this area, and it's always cool to make little spots where the water kind of like bumps up right here and then kind of gets spilled over to this side. And then kind of works its way back into this part over here. So I think I'm gonna do something like that. All right, wonderful. All right, so now let's dig this bad boy out. Okay, so first thing we gotta do is actually make this flat. There we go. There we go. So once we make this flat, then we can apply the water. Then we can come back and actually use our helmet to its fullest ability. We've got a respiration and aqua affinity all set up and ready to go. So we need some buckets. All right, so into here we go. And let's see. Grab out a couple of those guys. There we go. Grab out some buckets. Wonderful. And let's see. Grab out that. Nice. And now we just got to go find some water. All right. So where's the water, my friends? Where's the water? I think we're gonna go see Tippy over here. Hello, Tippy. I'm just going to borrow just a little bit of your water. Now, no need to be concerned. Oh, whoa, we're on Tippy. You scared me, Tippy. You literally did. You did. You scared me. Why are we shooting our buckets? Oh, our inventory's full. I was like, why are we shooting out our buckets? Why is that a thing? I want my bucket back. Are we back? Wonderful. There we go. That's some skilled Minecraft play right there, my friends. That's some high-level skills right there. That's some bucket shooting out, some quick hotbar swapping. Oh man, that's good stuff right there. I like using ice sometimes, but I need the ice for a project, so I don't want to use any of my ice that I have at the moment because I don't want to waste any of that. You guys remember Tippy from the start of the roller coaster project when we had to like ride Tippy to get to the end every time because it was so long from our tent up there all the way to the very, very end of the project down there? We rode Tippy a lot. Like we had good old Tippy. Good old Tippy. So, have you guys watched any of Minecon yet? Any of like the panels or any of the kind of Minecraft or Mojang developers talking about some of the new features? Now, I only caught the very end of their panel, so I want to watch the replay of it, if you will, so I can kind of get a good idea of kind of the stuff that we're actually going to get in 1.9. Which, from the looks of it, looks pretty good. It looks feature-rich. Like, there is a lot of content. It seems like, to me anyway, that there is a lot of stuff that mods will be able to make good use of. Like, I think that would be cool. Like, servers, I think we'll be able to make good use of, like, all the new weapons for PvP and all that good stuff. One thing I didn't see yet, and hopefully this is something I just missed, was new blocks. I really hope there's some new blocks. I didn't see any new blocks. New epic blocks? Well, what kind of new epic blocks? Because I didn't see any, and I was like, I need some new blocks. I want to use some new blocks for building and stuff and things, and I didn't see any. I was kind of disappointed. So hopefully there'll be some. What is my panel at TwitchCon going to be about? My panel at TwitchCon is going to be all about inspiring people with disabilities to stream, to get into it, give them some tips, some tricks to get them to stream. So once, somebody maybe they have some, once they kind of understand the things of streaming, kind of the basics, how to stream, the games you're going to stream, things like that. But they might need some other additional help on getting their systems and their setup set up for streaming, and also just kind of inspiring people to get into it and stream. That is going to be the panel, which I'm pretty excited about. Hey, Cats, what's up? How are you today? How are you today? Purple blocks. Yeah, well, let me know. I want to know what kind of new blocks we're getting, because I would love to have some new building blocks in Minecraft, because that would be amazing. Look at our river flowing through here finally. Oh, looking so fancy. Eventually it'll look cool. So right now, you might be looking at this river and you're thinking, that's the world's most boring river. But eventually, my friends, you know what we'll do. You know, you've seen the terraforming before. We'll make this fancy. We'll make this fancy. That's an odd song. Have I seen the new trailer for the new Minecraft story game? I have, and be honest, a little disappointed, but I want to see more before I pass any judgment, of course. But it just wasn't something that I had envisioned them doing. I had some other thoughts, and didn't really come true. I'm not a big fan of this episodic thing where you just kind of keep having to buy the game over and over. Apparently, the voice acting, I don't know. It seems like the dig, live, build guys and their animation things, like they have an amazing animation and voice acting, and the voice acting seemed kind of hokey a little bit. So I don't know. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. I was looking forward to it. So hopefully some of those concerns will be addressed. What did you guys think of the Taillight studio who's making the Minecraft story mode? Here we go. We're slowly getting this river. We're slowly getting this river complete. Slowly but surely, my friends. Slowly. What in the world? Okay. That was a thing. That was a thing. Okay, that's about as far as I want to go for now at the river. I want to work in just this area right here. So right here, we can do a little bit of refinement. So within our river, we just want to kind of open this corner up just a little bit more. There we go, just to widen the river a little bit. We'll probably do that a couple more times in little areas just to kind of make the river a little wider in certain areas. We will be working on some bridges eventually. So let's bring this over to here. There we go. And then we'll cut into there and bring it across. Awesome. And then we'll cut into here just a smidge bit. There we go. Looking good, looking good. Cut that in like so. There we go. Looking good. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to deposit all of our supplies, and then we're going to be doing some digging. We're going to be doing some digging. So let me go into here. Let me get rid of all of our dirt. There we go. Get rid of all of our stone. And I want to keep a couple of these with me. So I'm just going to keep a couple of those with me. There we go. Keep our food. We're going to need to grab some more of that eventually. There we go. All right, down we go into the water, which feels awesome because it's so hot where I live. It's just so unnaturally hot. I don't know about you guys, but it is so warm this summer. Usually where I live, it doesn't get warm till about the 4th of July, but we have had some really hot temperatures leading up to the 4th, and hopefully things cool down a little bit. What am I doing? We are working on building and terraforming a super awesome river next to our roller coaster project. So we've been building this super awesome roller coaster throughout here, and we're just trying to increase the quality of the land, if you will. We're trying to make the land a little nicer, a little fancier, and get that all taken care of. And I think it'll look pretty good. Oh, we're going to Portugal. Ooh, I bet that'll be fun. Oh, we'll have fun. That sounds like an awesome trip. So clearing all this out of there, and it feels so good to be underwater. There we go. This is gonna look good. So what I'm thinking, my friends, is that I'm going to dig down about 3 to 4 blocks. I think that's a good height for the. I think that's a good height for it. I think that'll be pretty good. And I wanted to mention, you guys had, I put the question out to you for our next Modern House episode. What house do you guys want to see toured? So if you remember at the beginning of that episode, I mentioned like what house, what former, creative house that we've built in the past would you guys like to see revisited? Quick little tour. And you guys overwhelmingly wanted to see the Haunted Mansion. So in our next episode on Tuesday, so the next episode of the S'more House, our Modern House tutorial build on YouTube, will be, my friends, the Haunted Mansion. So at the end of the video, we're just going to take a quick little tour of the Haunted Mansion, just to kind of, give you guys a quick recap. Maybe some of you guys haven't even seen the Haunted Mansion. So last year we built the Disneyland Haunted Mansion, and it came out nice. I really enjoyed that build, and so we're just gonna. Oh, what? What? That scared me. That zombie. Like, I didn't picture any zombie to be underwater here. So that's a thing. That's what we call scary. That's what we call Scary Scar. Adobe House. Yeah, we'll probably do a tour of the Adobe House too. We'll probably do that one next. We'll do that one next. So yeah, we have the Adobe House. We have the Coral House. We had our first modern house. Even maybe a quick tour of the Skyrim Village. Even that. So yeah, I think each episode would be fun to have just a quick little tour at the end. Kind of, showing some of the old houses that we worked on in the past. When is modded? Excuse me. When is modded coming up? Do you mean the Stud Tech series? The next Stud Tech series comes out next week. I don't have it recorded yet, but we will be working on the living room of our house. So I have some really fun and exciting designs. So we're going to have a really cool fireplace along with bookshelves on either side. Custom made, of course, with using carpenters and microblocks. So lots of fun and exciting things planned for that design. I think you guys are really going to like that. I still don't have a trophy head for the fireplace, which I'm going to have to use a creeper or something, unfortunately. I really wanted to use one of the better trophy heads that I forgot what it's called, Project Zoo something? Zoo? I can't remember, but there's a mod in there that has better trophy heads, and unfortunately I don't have one of those yet. Oh, how to get to the Adobe house from the modern house. So what you want to do is when you spawn into the modern house world, so if you're unfamiliar, you can download my modern house world. I actually call it Scar World. And you can get it on there and you can experience, walk around, look at all the different builds we've built in the past. And so what you want to do is you want to, so if you spawn in and you're directly looking at the modern house, you want to turn around and you want to just fly straight past, fly straight away from the modern house. So turn around, so you're looking at the modern house, turn all the way around and then fly out that way and eventually you'll find it. It's right there. It's like a minute from the modern house. Of course, once we finish the roller coaster, we will definitely do a full kind of video with the roller coaster going. We're probably going to even have custom sound effects, and it'll be really cool. So yeah, once that's done, yeah, definitely stay tuned on YouTube for that video because I think that'll be really cool. We need to get some air, my friends. We need to get some air. And I showed this at the very beginning. I have this brand new helmet. Look at this thing. Isn't that awesome? That is an awesome helmet. That's an awesome helmet. What it needs is a name. That's a question for you, my friends. What should we name this super awesome helmet? That is a question. We need a name. So as we're playing today, we're doing our thing. Definitely let me know what you guys think would be an awesome name for our helmet. You can let me know here in the Twitch chat and of course on Twitter. I got my Twitter. I do have my Twitter. There it is. My Twitter was just hiding for a second. There we go. So you can definitely let me know on Twitter. And yeah, I got my Twitter now pulled up. It was hiding. It was hiding. All right. So I think I've got some more food in here. Yes, I do. Wonderful. Awesome. All right. Back to work, my friends. Back to work. No lollygagging. No lollygagging. Helmet hype. Whoa, that's Bob. That's Bob. Oh, that's Bob. Oh, that's Bob. Oh, that's Bob. That's Bob. Ah, Bob, you wanted to destroy my beautiful landslide staircase here, didn't you? You did. You did. You did. No, 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 no. You, cat, right there, are supposed to guard me against these beasts, and you just sit here and do cat things. Never trust a cat to protect you. They're supposed to do their job and they just never do. They're supposed to keep the creepers away and they just never do. What are we gonna do, my friends? What are we gonna do? Am I going on holiday? I don't know. I really want to go on a vacation. But there's just so much stuff going on right now that I don't know when or how we will go. Yeah, I don't know. It's once we get this stupid surgery, at least if they could just pin down a time or figure out how they're gonna do it. I think once they finally get the plan set up. And then it would be like a sigh of relief. It'd be like, okay, now you know how you're gonna do the surgery. Now let's pick a time. Like it's not like super time sensitive. So like once they figure it out, which we're gonna have another appointment in a week and a half, I guess now or so. So once I have that, then I'll be able to decide. But with TwitchCon panel and stuff like that, I don't know. I would love to go on a little trip, but I'm not sure yet. The Aqua Beast. The friendly Fizz Bear just tweeted me the Aqua Beast. I like that. That's a good name. That's a good name. But yeah, I usually go to Disneyland like around the summertime, but this year it's just hard with all this stuff kind of going on and things, and yeah, I don't know. Scuba Heaven, I like that. I like that. That's a good name. All right, there we go. So as you guys can see, we're getting there. We've got ourselves at least a nice little chunk kind of cut out here, and you can see at least it's a little bit deeper. Let's go down into this section right here and then kind of cut in here a little bit. and get some work going in here. So we're just gonna kind of carve in here a little bit and start to add a little bit more to the design. There we go, and I think that'll look pretty good. There we go, cut that through there. What about the super awesome helmet OLCO9 mentions on Twitter? Yeah, that's a good one. Just a plain old super awesome. I love it. I love it. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, keep them coming. Keep the awesome names coming. You can drop it in the chat here, or of course on Twitter. What do I do at Disney when you can't go on roller coasters? Well, there's lots of rides I can still go on. A lot of rides you can just ride your wheelchair right onto the ride. You know, like Midway Mania, you can just ride right onto that one. The new Mermaid ride, you can ride right onto that. Some rides I can transfer out of my wheelchair and onto the ride vehicle, like Radiator Springs. I can transfer off that one. The best thing about Disney is they're super like friendly towards like wheelchairs. So take for instance Radiator Springs Racers in Carsland. There's a separate area for loading for people in wheelchairs because it takes, you know, a wheelchair person quite a little bit to kind of get onto the ride vehicle. And so they give you a little extra time because the ride vehicle is off the main line, and then once you're actually on your ride, then it rejoins the line of vehicles and goes through the ride. That's similar to how it's done also on Space Mountain. Space Mountain, if the ride vehicle backs up in the station, the ride shuts down. So that's why, because, you know, people in a wheelchair are a little slower getting in, so that's why the vehicle gets pulled off the main line, and then you can board at your own pace, and then it rejoins once there's a free spot. So it's pretty good. I'm trying to think of any other rides. So one thing's pretty cool about the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. So if you're familiar with the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland, or really any Disney park besides Hong Kong, because Hong Kong doesn't have a Haunted Mansion. They actually have another version of a Haunted Mansion, more of a Mystic Manor, if you will. But any of the other ones like Tokyo, Paris, and of course Disneyland and Disney World, they have the stretching room. So when you get inside the stretching room, actually, I believe it's only at Disneyland where it's an actual elevator that actually brings you down. The rest of it's just kind of for show. But you at Disneyland, you actually get to go back up the elevator if you are in a wheelchair, because you can't go up the stairs at the very end of the ride. So what you do is at the exit, you stay on your doom buggy, and you get to go back into this little dark cave, and then you come back into the entrance of the ride where you get on for your ride, and then you go back up the stretching room. So it's kind of a fun little experience. But yeah, it's kind of fun, but I would very much rather just ride it like a normal person. The Bugs Life area, yeah, I like the Bugs Life area at California Adventure. It's nice. Recently, they went through there and they cut down a lot of the foliage, because it used to be really super shady back there and like not hot. So if you were hot, you could go back there and cool off. But then they went through there and they cut like a ton of the foliage back, and I was like, There we go. Rides that are hard, like to get on, would probably be like Peter Pan. Peter Pan's hard because a lot of the rides, like if a vehicle leaves the station, so if a vehicle leaves the station and it's not in a certain, you know, order, the rides will back up and then the ride will shut down. So I don't know if I've actually ever like been slow enough to have the ride shut down on me, but it could definitely happen. Oh, that's awesome! You went to Disneyland for the first time just a few weeks ago. Doodle. I'm sorry, I goofed up your name, but you know, of course, that's a service that I provide here. I like to goof people's names up. That's just the thing. But yeah, that's awesome. What was your favorite ride? What was your favorite ride at your trip at Disneyland? My personal favorite's Indiana Jones at Disneyland. I haven't been able to ride Indiana Jones in a very, very long time. It's just, I don't think I would have a neck if I went on that these days, but it would just be snapped right off. But that's definitely my favorite ride. back in the day when that ride opened, I was like 5-ish or so, and I was like the height requirement. Whoa, what in the world? That was weird. Let me try that again. What's that? Oh, look at that. I'm like just barely in the water, but not. Look, like it changes the perspective. That's crazy. But I remember I spiked my hair like way up, and I had some big shoes on to make sure that I could ride it, because the ride had just opened. Like it had just opened. And I was with my mom and my aunt, and we puffed up my hair. We put on my big shoes. Have you ever been to Disney World? Yes. It's been quite some time, probably since '98 maybe. I think the last time I was at Disney World was '98, so it's been a very, very long time, but I like Disney World. Disneyland's my favorite. Disneyland's definitely my favorite of the Disney parks. There we go. All right, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Awesome. So now what I want to work on is kind of getting a good feel of how we want to decorate this. So let's go back over to our box here, and let's deposit some of our material here. And I wouldn't mind expanding the river just a little bit more along here, but those are things we can work on a little bit later. All right, so my friends, let's see what we got here. So let's get a little bit of dirt action going on here. Get a little dirt, get a little cool. Let's do it. My favorite, one of my personal favorite blocks. There we go. Grab a little stone. Grab a little stone. We'll grab a couple pieces like that. There we go. Grab a little there, a little of that. Awesome. All right, and then we'll go get some foliage. So we need some foliage. So we need some plant life. Deluxe, well, thank you so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoy your day. Hey, Static Path, what's up? How are you today? How are you today? Hopefully your day is going well. There we go. And why is there no jungle leaves in here? Where's my jungle leaves? I need some jungle leaves. I need some jungle. Wait, I saw some jungle. There's some jungle. Awesome. Killer Drone, well, thank you so much for hosting. I really appreciate that. Thank you. All right, is that good? Is that good? I think that's good. Let's grab out a couple other little things. I'll grab out some flowers. What the heck? There we go. Danny boy! Kenny, what's up? How are you all today? Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, let's see what we got here. So it's time to add the decorations. So it's time to add the decorations. So what I want to do here is I want to make the bank of the river with our coarse dirt. See how that'll look cool, you know, because, you know, the grass doesn't quite want to grow like right up to it. So I want to dig that down a little bit. I think that'll look cool. And I just had this idea. I just had an idea. Squirty10, thank you so much for hosting also. I appreciate that. I have an idea. You guys are gonna hate me for it, but we're gonna change something. Oh, we're gonna change something. I'm gonna see if this is even gonna work. I know you guys want to get to the decoration phase here, but I just want to see if this is gonna work. I'm seeing if something's gonna work here, my friends. We're experimentations at the moment. I realized something as I was kind of going along here. And that is that I wanted this river to be down 1 block more. So, trying something out. Extra work, my friends, extra work, but like we always say, sometimes going the extra mile will actually make things look super awesome in the end. Okay, we're gonna try this. Let's just see something here. Wonderful. Wait, no, that didn't work. Oh, that didn't work at all. Experimentation failed. Experimentation failed. Scar fail. Experimentations. I was hoping to like push down the water one block down, but clearly that did not work. Oh well. I was gonna move it down, now I failed. Oh well. Scar fail. Oh, I need a Scar fail emote. That'd be amazing. It kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. Just like a little bit. But not, just kidding. It's good to fail once in a while. Keeps you alive, makes you feel alive inside, right? Now I just gotta fix this. Yeah, once I get to a certain level, there's like another level I can get another set of emoticons. There definitely will be a Scar fail in that batch. There definitely will be. I just got to come up with a fun design and stuff. We've come up with some fun designs before. Once I'm allowed to have another set, there's gonna be a Scar fail emote. Oh, awesome, F1 Hands. You're watching the stream on Source. Oh, that's wonderful. That's awesome. There we go. So you're watching right now in Source, Scar fails. Let's go get our buckets back. Do, 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 do. Yeah, you're watching me from a bus. Ah, awesome. Well, man, that's cool. That's cool. You know, you're probably bored on the bus. I'd assume. I'd be bored on the bus. But yeah, you get to watch a little stream. That's awesome. It's a cool world we live in, right? It's cool there. Let's hold up here for a second. Let's hold up here for a second. Take a little peek here. That's pretty cool world we live in. You know, you're on your bus. You know, heading somewhere. You know, on hopefully a fun adventure. I hope. Anyway, but you're getting to be entertained by like a little like device in your hand that's like, you know, connected to the internet that's showing some weird guy playing Minecraft. You know, that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool world we live in. It's pretty cool. Sometimes it's fun to like think back, you know, like not that long ago, we didn't have any of these fun little gizmos at all. So the world's changed a considerable amount in the years I've been alive, like a lot. So it's kind of cool to think about. Back in the day, you know, when you were a kid, you know, on a long drive through, you know, on like a vacation or something, and you're just sitting in the car like, ah, are we almost there? But now you got all sorts of little gizmos and different things like that to keep you company. You got your phone, you got your tablet, you got your console, you got your Minecraft, all sorts of stuff to keep you company while you're driving. It's a cool world we live in, right? It's a cool world. There's some creepy guys back here. We gotta close this up. Gotta close that up. Don't want to deal with any of those things. Gotta close that up and keep it protected. Don't want any of them creepy guys coming through there. No, no, no. They wear purple pants and turquoise shirts. They like to hit me. They like to come up from behind and hit me in the back. We saw that in the last stream. Yes, we did. Awesome. You're eating pizza, watching me play, and also playing at the same time. Well, that does seem like the best day ever. That does seem like the best day ever. Okay, well, Scar failed. We completely destroyed that little section, but we got it fixed. Don't worry, we got it fixed. So what I'm thinking about, is just elevating this section now up like this. So we didn't get exactly what we wanted, but we can just elevate this up here a little bit, and I think that'll be pretty good. There we go. So I just want to elevate this area just to kind of give it just a little extra design there, just so it's not all one flat plane. I should get Death Strider. I think I had it actually on one of my last what would be? It would be for my boots. Maybe I have it on. No, not on these particular ones. I used to have Death Strider. I don't remember when I had it, but yeah, definitely need to get it again. How long have I been live? I have been live for 57 minutes. Probably about 48 or so minutes actually on live talking with you guys. Took a little bit to get started. We had a couple of Scar fails there, red alert, but we got it sorted out. Twitch just didn't want to put us live for a second. Watching a stream hopes the bus never stops. Reaper Killer, how are you? Do I play survival games? You know, I enjoy it, but I'm awful at it. Like totally awful. Maybe at the end of the stream, I'll play one survival games, and you guys can see how awful I am at it. we could just marvel at the awfulness. How long have I been playing Minecraft, Kenny? Well, let me see. I started playing Minecraft in 2010, around the end of September, beginning of October. So kind of a while we've been playing the old mining and the crafting, and just loving every minute of it, right? We have been loving every minute of it. But yeah, been playing for quite some time. So as you can see right here, we're just kind of starting to add some rocks, some little designs here and there along the way, and we'll just continue to add more and more little bits of stone, little bits of rock here and there, and I think that'll look kind of cool. I think this will look really nice. You know, you can kind of cut out a couple little sections here and there, and you know, put a little bit of stone here and there. And I do believe, my friends, the Twitch sleepy music has been activated, and I'm starting to get sleepy. This music makes me so tired. Oh, man. Galmon, thank you so much for coming out. Hopefully you enjoy your day. And have a nice day. There we go. Put that along there. Trying to stay awake, my friends. How long can I stay awake before I turn to the next song? That is the question. Sleepy Twitch music. I guess this is a perfect music right now for our going over here and taking a little sleep. I think I'm gonna need to see some jelly emotes in the chat to wake me up. I'm gonna need to see mini jelly emotes to wake me up. Okay, can't do it. We're changing song. There we go. Have I played Terraria? No, I've never played Terraria. So many people have asked me to play it, but I've never played it. I know it's something that I should totally play. Like I should at least try it out someday. But no, I've never played it. I really should. I think Wells Knight, the good Wells Knight, actually has a series on Terraria. I do believe he has a series on that. Oh, we got a bob. We got a bob. Code red. Code red. We have a bob alert. A bob alert. Is that a double bob? A double bob. We got a double bob. They were both like, you know, right in the same like plane. I'm waking up, my friends. I am waking up. See our little river along here? Starting to come together. Starting to come together. I'm gonna cut out that just a little bit and then redo it just a smidge bit. There we go. And then I'm gonna cut out just a little bit along there. And I just wanna add a little more stone here. There we go. I love terraforming. It's like my favorite thing to do in Minecraft. It's very relaxing, actually. Hashtag double bob. That's great. Hashtag double bob. Am I going to build a bridge between somewhere around the river? Yeah, definitely. We're going to build a bridge because I love bridges. Can't get enough bridges. Nope, can't get enough. So yeah, we're definitely going to build another bridge somewhere. I think it'll be somewhere over there where Bob is. Maybe Bob's getting the land ready. Maybe he's getting the permits set up so that we can start to build. Okay. Yes, I actually do have a PS3. Don't go on it very often, but I do have a PS3. It's currently not hooked up. That's a thing. That's a thing. It's definitely not hooked up. If anybody wants to come over and hook it up for me, that would be awesome. Look at that. Look at our river. It's starting to come together a little bit. It's starting to come together. That's why I love Minecraft. So many fun things you can do. And terraforming. So relaxing. So peaceful. That's what I love. That's why I love like terraforming. It's like, you know, if you had like a stressful day or something, just getting on, you know, experimenting with the world, like changing it and adding little bits here and there to make it look nice. Very relaxing. Very fun. There we go. Looking good, looking good. So what I want to do over here is eventually have a really nice pathway that will go along here. So it'll kind of go around here. It'll go under the roller coaster along here. Then we'll do like a bridge over on that section. And then it will line up over in this part right here with, of course, our mine. So our super awesome mine in here. And we haven't taken a look at this for a little bit. So as you can see inside the mine, we have all those little mine cars zipping about in here. I love it. It's one of my favorite builds in Minecraft. Can we see Jelly today? Hopefully. Jelly's been a little bit grouchy. So hopefully Jelly will cooperate and maybe we could take a look at Jelly in a little bit. But yeah, let's work on this bank on this side over here a little bit. I'll bring a lawnmower. That's good. Poor Jelly. I know cats just... poor Jelly. She's not grouchy. Poor Jelly. Oh, welcome back, Summer Fox. Yeah, we've gotten quite a bit of work done, actually. There was a massive scar fail, so that was a thing, of course. And then we kind of recovered from that, recovered from the scar fail, and we're still working. Down here, I still want to carve out a little bit more down in this area, kind of make that look a little fancier. Hey, Autonomic Comic, welcome to the stream, and I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? And yeah, well, thank you so much for coming out today. Thank you so much for coming out. There we go, looking good. Looking good, looking good. So these little areas back here, we can do like maybe even maybe do another little water feature back there. It might look kind of cool. what's happening to the stream? You might be encountering a little interference with your internet connection, possibly. So definitely make sure that. Ooh, my oxygen had turned off. I was getting really like sleepy. I was kind of like, ooh, what in the world? Oxygen turned off. Ooh. No wonder I was feeling a little weird there. Yeah, so why don't you try refreshing, maybe? If you're on a PC, just hit the refresh, and it might fix it. Usually, just a simple refresh just kind of resets Twitch and just kind of makes it work again. That especially was true last year. It seemed like a lot of people were always having a lot of issues, but just a simple little refresh always seemed to kind of perk them back up, perk Twitch back up, let it wake up. Wow, that actually made me feel a lot better. There we go, looking good, awesome. So let's jump across here. I'm almost thinking we might even need another bridge in this area, like right here, to go across there. I think that might be pretty cool. I want to jump up here and look from above. I want to jump up here and look from above. There we go. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's finally kind of what we want. We're kind of getting the terraforming built up here. Now we got to think about trees. Like one of my also favorite things. We've got, of course, our custom waterfalls planned and custom trees and all sorts of good stuff. Harry Potter Minecrafter. That is like so far the best name today. I love that. And of course, happy birthday. Don't expire on stream. I won't, Claire. I won't. Don't worry. Don't worry. Let's all wish Harry Potter a happy birthday. Am I a dog lover too? I like dogs. I do. I'm not a big fan of this particular dog that lives street over. Large dog, growls, chases me. Not a fan at all of that dog in particular, but no, I like dogs a lot. I love it. I love all the happy birthday messages there to Harry Potter Minecrafter. Thank you for doing that, guys. That's awesome. That's awesome. One of the weird things about like dogs always like kind of pick on me in a wheelchair. Like they see me being lowered down to the ground to that more with like in line with them, so they think like they can just like maybe play with me more. Like, hey, he's down at my level. It's time to play. And so it's like, oh, let's push Scar around. Let's hit him in the face with my tail. It's like, no, leave me alone. No, leave me alone. Stop it. Team Global OP, what we're doing right now is we are terraforming a super awesome river. So we've got this river flowing through here now, and we're working on getting some detail built into the banks of the river. So we're building up some little detail here and there. Soon we're going to be building some custom trees, so look forward to that. One of my personal favorite things to do, of course, is terraforming in Minecraft, and we're going to work on some custom trees, which is always super fun. Have I ever been considered for a real-world development design project? Not like people asking for like advice. Actually, I've gotten a few offers for doing like internal videos for companies. Like they didn't know like the first thing about like video production, and so they've reached out to me before. Some companies have for stuff like that, but it wasn't something I was able to do at the time. But it was definitely an awesome offer, but I wasn't able to do it. But, like they needed help, like their videos were awful, so they wanted like somebody, on YouTube, who can put together a video, do stuff like that. They wanted somebody to kind of teach them the ropes, if you will. It was a fairly large company too. It was kind of a cool little offer. Can you compare Disney World and Disneyland? That is a great question. That is a great question. So, Personally, what I love about Disney, especially Disneyland, is that's the park that Walt Disney worked in. That's the park that Walt walked. That's the park that Walt, painstakingly worked in. Designing every inch of that park. Disney World, unfortunately, he died before it was, fully in construction phase. So Walt never actually was in Disney World. There's just certain things about Disneyland that Disney World doesn't have. I'm not so much talking about rides and things like that, but I think the best way to compare it is that Tony Baxter, who is an Imagineer who designed probably many of your favorite rides like Indiana Jones, Splash Mountain, Star Tours, just to name a few, he likes to call Disneyland the charming park because it's smaller, it's more intimate, it's more charming, if you will. Disney World's more of a massive scale, more massive scale. Paris is more of a beautiful park, he likes to call it. It's more of the architectural design of the park, and the gardens and things are more a little more fancy, if you will, than the other parks. So I always liked that. I always thought that made sense. Disneyland's got that charm. Disney World's kind of on that big scale. Paris is very beautiful. He doesn't have one for Tokyo, which is funny. He doesn't have like a name for it. But if you've ever been to Tokyo Disneyland is absolutely amazing. Like, they've got the massive scale and also beautiful. So it's kind of like Disney World and Disneyland Paris together. It's a beautiful park. I really, really hope to one day get to go there because it's absolutely amazing. Some of the rides they have there are unbelievable. Really, really awesome. Like, blow your mind if you're familiar with like some rides here in the States. Their Tower of Terror in Tokyo Disney Seas is amazing. I've seen videos. I've seen lots of videos. Lots. And also their Winnie the Pooh ride in their Tokyo Disney Park, or the Disneyland Park. Ooh, that's a trackless ride. So all the vehicles are not attached to any tracks. There's I forgot how it works. It's like some type of global. It's like GPS, but for like a building. So the building has like a GPS type design, and the vehicles just know as they kind of move throughout the building. Oh, I'm in this room. I'm in this room, and it just kind of follows this pre-done like trail that they follow. It's really cool. A fern for Daniel! Of course, a fern for Daniel. Yes, we have placed a fern for Daniel. I completely forgot about that, Claire. But look at this. What do you guys think so far? The river's starting to come together. We've got some, like, if you look in like just this angle, like right there. Yeah, looks good. Still got plenty of work to do, but we're getting there. Kind of want to jazz up this little section along here just a little bit, just to clean it up. There we go. Oh, but going back onto the Disneyland Disney World comparison, what I like most, one of the things that I also like about Disneyland is all of the rides are really condensed. So there's not a lot of travel time. So if you were to want to go on this particular ride, or if you want to go on, see that particular show, all these things are really condensed into one very small spot. Whereas at Disney World, all those rides are really spread out. So if I wanted to go on Star Tours, I could go over to Tomorrowland. If I want to go on Midway Mania, I just go over to, I would just go over to California Adventure. Whereas at Disney World, you would have to go to separate parks. You would have to get on separate transportation systems to get you to all those different rides. The great thing about Disneyland is all those rides are like right there, right next to each other. So that's a cool aspect to Disneyland. But Disney World is going to get a lot of amazing new things soon. They've got Avatar Land, they've got Star Tours or Star Wars Land stuff coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios. So got lots of cool stuff coming there. We are out of stone. How sad. Color changing. I just realized, yeah, your color did change, Claire. There we go. There we go. That's awesome. Wonderful. There we go. Just don't do forest green, or I won't be able to read your name, and I wouldn't know it was you. I never could read that on my monitor, like forest green, and like I can't remember. There's another color. Like, I just, like, all the letters just blend together and it's like, I can't read. Hey, Ivan, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I like when Ivan comes into the stream. It's always like full-on jelly emotes, ready to go. I love it. So I want to bring just a little bit of dirt down here. Just a little bit here and there, here and there. There we go. Just want to bring down just a little bit of dirt. There we go. There we go. Oh, I don't really prefer cat or dogs. You know, I like them all. What I would like, so I was telling my dad, like, my perfect dog. So my dog would be like a husky dog, half size, like half the size of a husky dog. He would be super smart. He'd be an independent dog. So like he wants to help me out, like, you know, go fetch me some stuff. He can, but he's also an independent dog. He also has a bionic eye. So he has like one blue eye and then one eye that's like another color that like changes. I was like going through all these things, like, this is my perfect dog. Like, he has this like bionic eye that can see things. I saw like a husky dog once that had like two colors eyes. And it was like, ooh, fancy. The river looks awesome. Well, thank you. I'm super glad you're liking it. I want to take a look, my friends. I want to take a look at this rock here. So as you can see, this rock up here is kind of, it needs some work. It needs a little bit more carving here and there, just a little chisel, a little work like that. So I want to kind of open up this a little bit more. So we'll probably work on that for just a little bit here. Just to maybe give us just a smidge bit more room for our river. Because I might want to expand the river just a little bit through here. Scarland is awesome. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like Scarland. Watching the source makes me experience the world. That's great. How about a nuclear reactor tutorial? Well, that'd be actually kind of fun. Yeah, I like that. That'd be kind of fun. So would you want to see that more in a modded space where we work on actual, something that actually can power stuff? Or do you think, you know, just do something fun in vanilla, you know, just make up a little reactor or something? That'd be kind of fun. We've got some stuff planned too. I've got some stuff coming up. I think you guys are really going to like. We've talked about it a little bit in the stream yesterday, of course. Got some new stuff coming. I want my dedicated Twitch series. I'm looking forward to that. Once I have that, it'll allow me to stream a little bit more often, hopefully. So I'm looking forward to getting something like that set up soon. So something that, you know, that's only on Twitch. Like, this series is only on Twitch. So you want to tune in to see that series, because that's where you see it, on Twitch. So that's what I'm working on, kind of getting that series set up. So there's something dedicated on Twitch to see. Because, you know, I like doing this too. We can, you know, do live and videos for Scarland, which I'll keep doing, but it'd be fun to also have an additional series that's just on Twitch. I think that'd be really fun. Scar and nuclear reactors. Yeah, That might not be the best idea for me to tinker around with. We might have to do it in just a show sense of not having it actually work. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea, to hoe a little bit of dirt by the river to create that look. That's an excellent idea. Let's, after we finish this section along here, remind me to go get a hoe, because that would be awesome. We could possibly go get my diamond hoe that I'm always super embarrassed of. I made it by accident. I was trying to make an axe or something, and I was actually watching Doctor Who, and I was like over at my other monitor here watching it, and I, like, you know, moved it across, like, one eye here, one eye over there, and then I clicked. I was like, no, that's diamond hoe. That's diamond hoe. That's not good. Seriously, one of you guys have to have made a diamond hoe by mistake, right? Don't tell me I'm the only one. Don't tell me I'm the only one. Do I like Frozen? I like Frozen. It's a good movie. I don't, maybe the people got a little carried away with it, just a smidge bit, my friends. I think we could agree with that. The people got a little too crazy about Frozen, but I like Olaf. I think he was a funny character. I think there were areas in that movie that, well, if I was working at Disney Animation, I would have made a couple changes here or there, and I think would have improved the movie. Just small things, but other than that, I think they did a good job. John Lasseter is boss, and he's made Disney Animation cool again, so that's a thing. I have never. Ah, that's great. Hey, there are some people in that chat. I like that. I like that. Gamer Go Pro, welcome to the streaming. Hopefully you enjoy your time here. Especially when there is lag. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Oh, we need to get a hoe. I know my diamond hoe is actually over at the tree farm, so we will just make an iron one. I do want to show you guys one of my favorite terraforming. Time to farm, my friends. Achievement hype. Achievement hype. That's. I have a mini hose. Oh, that's right. When there's updates and stuff, it switches or resets your stats and your achievements. But anyway, achievement hype. Can we get some achievement hype in the chat? Oh yes, of course. There is a tutorial on my YouTube channel on how to build the tent that you just saw. We're getting our stuff out of. Yeah, that's on YouTube. You can definitely find it. It's you can just search, Good Times with Scar survival base. I think it's actually the first video that shows up there. Thank you so much for that suggestion. That looks really cool along the river. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's awesome. That looks really nice now. Look at that. Look at the detail. Look at all the variety of shapes. Now, some of these will probably disappear over time with animals or me just hopscotching around or jumping about along here, just going from hop, hop, hop like that. So we'll probably lose some of these. So we'll just kind of regrow them every once in a while, but awesome. Do I like horror movies? No, not a big horror movie fan. Not a big horror movie fan. I used to be super scared of them, not anymore. Like, it's just not anymore. It's just, maybe just getting older, like kind of just stop getting scared of them as much. Maybe I would be more of a fan of them nowadays, but I don't know. And this might be a tough question, but what does hype mean? I don't even know. It's just a Twitch thing. Like hype, I guess it would just be, getting excited about something. I think Wells, who is the English major, right? I thought at least I think so. He'll give us a definition. I bet he will. Just give it a couple seconds. The good Wells Knight will. I saw him in the chat. He's back. It's back. I'm waiting. He's about to. I can see he's typing right now. I'm waiting. I don't know. I haven't seen anything from Wells yet. I'm still waiting. Maybe Wells disappeared. Oh. Do we need to send Wells a rescue party? I think we do. All right, there we go. Put that across there, and then let's swap all that out of there real quick, and then let's come down to here. And Supernatural was very disappointing this season. Thanks, Wells. That's awesome. Oh, that's a big block. We don't want a big block. We want a little block. There we go. Looking good. There we go. Yeah, I'll put that one right there. And what I would like to do is create like a little rock slide like right here. So I think that's what I'm gonna work on now. There we go. So I want to create like a little rock slide coming off of these rocks over here. I think that would look cool. Hey, Berlin, what's up? Hey, what's up, man? How are you today? How are you? Everybody say hi to Berlin. Berlin. Berlin is actually, I haven't, I forgot to mention it in our last Stud Tech episode, but Berlin is now on Stud Tech, so super awesome. I completely forgot to mention that in the last Stud Tech episode, but we actually have a few new members now, so I need to get the official list and re-update all of my links in my video description. Need to get that all set up for our next episode. There we go. And I want to maybe expand the river in here just a little bit. Oof. Ow. Headphones hurt. Ow. I love these headphones. They sound like absolutely amazing, but they can also hurt your ears. Hey, what in the world? No, no, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. You, oh my gosh, what is going on? Oh my, what is going on down here? Sometimes you just stumble into the craziest things in Minecraft once in a while. You just, like, whoa, what kind of creeper parties going on down there? Play more Ark Survival. We're actually, because of Scarmel this Sunday, we didn't do our Ark today, but we're going to do it actually on Wednesday because the Lego Worlds did not update. We did not get the update that we were supposed to on Friday, so we are going to postpone our Lego Worlds this week and do it next week once that update actually goes live and we can finally furnish the interior of our house. So we'll be doing our Ark on Wednesday. There we go. That's looking good. That's looking good. We almost got it still. We've almost got it still. Let's see if we can just go like that. There we go. And then we can cut those out. There we go. Awesome. That's looking good. Does that look? Yeah. There we go. That's how we wanted. So now we can make that rock slide coming off this into the water. I think that'll look really cool. Okay, let's see what we can do about carving this all out and making it look good. Oh, I love terraforming. So peaceful, so relaxing. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you think the river's amazing. Well, that's good. Hopefully we can keep jazzing it up and making it fancy, and we can also add some custom trees. We got to add those trees. I think once we add those trees, I think that'll be really cool. Hey, there's one of our worthless cats, not protecting us from any of the creepers, as always. Which build is my favorite? Probably the roller coaster right now. Always kind of partial to the build that I'm currently working on. But I always kind of lean towards saying that I really like the fishing cabin. Like I want the fishing cabin in real life. Like I always say that. I'm like, oh, there's Bob down there doing his thing. But I always say like, I want that fishing cabin in real life. I think that would be like an amazing place to live. Have that out in the woods or something. I think we talked about that way back in the day. I think if I could put the fishing cabin in a particular place in the real world, I think I would definitely put it somewhere around Yosemite in California, right around Yosemite National Park. I think that would be an amazing spot. Almost feeling like it's time for another ride on the roller coaster. Almost think it's time. Awesome. Okay, now from here we can start to add a little bit more of a crumbly rock feel. And can you see Bob right now, guys? Can you see him? He's in that little corner up in the screen. Can you see him? So I just want to add a little bit of the crumbly rock across here. There we go. I'm gonna put that right there. Mystery Berry asks, have I ever been to Six Flags on Twitter? Sorry, I haven't seen Twitter in the last couple of seconds. Let me actually pull that up a little bit higher so I can see it. No, I've actually never been to Six Flags. I'm more like I would like to go someday, but nowadays I can't really go on roller coasters anymore, so it wouldn't be too much of a wouldn't be too much for me to do there. But I've always actually wanted to go to Six Flags and like try out some of the big roller coasters back in the day, but no, I've never actually been to Six Flags. There we go. How are we doing? How are we doing so far, my friends? How are we doing? Look at our rock slide slowly kind of crumbling down the mountain. Looking pretty good. All right, let's jump back over here and sleep that gnat away. Sleep that gnat away. There we go. Ride hype. Yes, we need some ride hype. Bob is coming to meet Scar. Oh, yes, he is. Bob is always on the approach. What am I doing today, Danny Doodoo? We're working on making a terraformed river here, looking oh so fancy. We're working on that through here. We've got our river all built up in here. We've got lots of detail built up on the banks along this side. And of course, we're working on that section right there where we're adding some interesting rock details and different things like that. And yeah, I think it's coming out pretty good. I think it's coming out pretty nice. It's not 100% here. I'm still not liking it, you know, still not 100% satisfied yet. So we're still kind of working on this, getting this all ready to go. And also, we're just about to have a little ride on the roller coaster. So we're just about to do that. So stay tuned. There we go. I think I just wanted to expand that up just a smidge bit. Ride the roller coaster. We will, my friend. We will. Awesome. Okay, let's ride that roller coaster. Let's do it. We're doing it. We're doing it live. So if you weren't here at the very beginning of the stream, of course, we did a little bit of layout. So as you can see, the stream flows through here. Let's see, let me have a little snack here. There we go. So as you can see, the river flows through here. We're going to do quite a bit of work down there to get that all arranged. And then, of course, it's going to deposit itself out into the major river out there with a waterfall and all sorts of good stuff. Of course, yeah, suggest any PS4 game. That would be amazing to, oh my gosh, the air conditioning just came on. Oh, whew, that feels good. Anyway, yes, definitely suggest some PS4 games. Especially, you know, there's a lot of new games coming out for the, you know, the gaming season, I like to call it, the October and the, oh, sweet, we can take a look at the river from up here. Ho, 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 that's gonna be amazing. Once we get that all complete, that's gonna be amazing. Yeah, so we've got lots of fun games. So I think a lot of those PS4 games we're going to play, you know, like Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six Siege, a lot of those I think would be really fun to play on Twitch. I think that would be really awesome. We should do more Arkham Knight. We definitely will. Maybe a little tonight. Maybe a little tonight. We'll jump on, play a little. The bat scar symbol will rise again. That'd be awesome. Oh, don't worry, Delta PvP, don't worry. We are going to be playing Battlefront. We are going to be playing that. Hopefully, what I'm planning on is getting my brother into it, so we're both playing it. I think that would be really fun. There'd be a lot of hilarious moments, I would assume, with my brother and I playing Battlefront. We used to play it. We played 1 and 2 back in the day on the PS2, and yeah, I cannot wait for that. Looking super, super good. Minecraft, Cheddar. Wow, that's awesome. You're drawing Eeyore? Oh, that's awesome. You want to be a Disney animator? Well, that is super cool, man. I wish you all the best luck for that because that sounds awesome. And yeah, just keep working hard, keep drawing, keep studying character animation, study, just get out there and kind of study just animals, just watch animals how they walk and different stuff like that. And I bet you'll be an awesome animator. Alien 151. Well, I'm so happy that you enjoy the roller coaster. Super fun to build. And up we go. Aha, wonderful. Roller coaster hype. I can't wait till we actually have the back end complete and we can actually ride the whole roller coaster. At this point, we're only riding like half the roller coaster. If I may suggest some things, definitely study. Trying to think of some people you could. Oh, we're gonna run up. We're running the ground here. Oh, the roller coaster. This is about as far as the roller coaster is complete, my friends. That is about as far as we can go. Try to search some things for like animation and stuff. Look up the Frank and Ollie. It was a documentary filmed of two animators who worked at Disney in the early days. Frank and Ollie, two extraordinary animators that were best friends. They lived, one lived across the street and one lived over here. One of them had a backyard railroad, which is just like mind-blowing awesome. They both had completely different styles of animation, and it's a really interesting documentary on those two. I would suggest that. Lifelong dream, my friends. Lifelong dream, backyard railroad. I want a backyard railroad. That's right. I want to get on the train, kind of roll around my backyard, have tracks and little like bridges and stuff. That'd be amazing. GTA would be great. Yeah, I really want to get on GTA now that I actually can record or stream off my PS4, and there's no like delay from me talking to you and what's shown on the screen. Now that we got that set up, I can't wait to do some more. EpicMan27, well, thank you so much for following the stream. Hopefully you enjoy the stream and enjoy your time here. All right, so now let's get out some more cores, dude. Beautiful cores, dude. I love you, cores, dude. And so, let me know, guys. How are we doing on the roller coaster? Is it been up to do you guys like it? Has it met your expectations? Is it something that you guys have enjoyed watching? I know it's kind of dragged on a long time, but it's just there's so much to build. It just takes so long to build, and of course, gather the resources. That's a huge part of why it takes so long. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. It is wrapping up. We're well past halfway, and we're in the final kind of finishing phases of the roller coaster project. We've finished the major construction. We've finished the kind of all the planning and all that stuff. So it's yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. We are definitely getting there. Just fun to say finally. So did anyone go to Minecon in the chat there? I wondered if any of you guys had got to experience Minecon or go to it. I really hope it's somewhere where I can go next year. That would be really amazing. It's never been anywhere like near me, so that'd be really cool if it was. I would love to go meet you guys. That'd be amazing. I bet there's so many awesome scars there. That'd be really cool. But of course, like I said, guys, if you are in the San Francisco area and going to TwitchCon, I'll be there. I'll have my panel on the 25th. I believe that's on Friday of September, and I think it'll be pretty cool. Of course, I'm gonna have some surprises for any scars that I meet at TwitchCon. I'll have some signed merch, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Have I enjoyed building the roller coaster? Yes, I have enjoyed it quite a bit. Sometimes it gets a little daunting, like sometimes when I need to spend another hour gathering wood. It's like, but no, I've enjoyed it quite a bit. Beeping Truck, you're going to TwitchCon? Well, awesome. I cannot wait to hopefully meet you. And of course, on the 25th at 6:30, my panel. And yeah, so I'm gonna have a bunch of hopefully some signed stuff to give out to the Scars that I meet, and I think that'll be really cool. What is the title of the panel? The title of the panel is Rolling Over. Wait, I just scooped up my own panel name. Rolling Over Your Obstacles Streaming with Disabilities. That's the panel name. Get up in front of all those people and completely scar fail. But I know a lot of you guys aren't going to be able to attend. So definitely, if you can, try to catch it live. It'll be, of course, streamed on Twitch's channel. And then this channel here that you're watching on, I will hopefully be able to host it also off of this channel. Yeah, I will definitely have Scar Vlogs F1 from the panel, and also I hopefully maybe will be able to upload it to my YouTube channel. We'll see. I'll have to ask them about that. Oh, I think we just went up there and got the wrong material. I needed stone, but I think I was almost out of coarse dirt, and I forgot to get the coarse dirt. Well, we'll have to go back up and get some more in a moment. Is there any good places to buy cheap PC components? That's a good question. Problem is, when looking for cheap things, sometimes you can find some shady areas of the internet, if you will. So what I like to do is, I pretty much try to stick to Amazon, Newegg, places like that, for any PC components and things. I've tried going to some, cheaper retailers before and just had nothing but trouble. But I would recommend sticking with, Amazon, Newegg, places like that, for your PC components, because if you do have issues, if something breaks, you want to know that the company is going to take care of it, and those two are reputable companies. So I would recommend staying away from some of the shadier places that might have good deals. Just my opinion. You might have a great experience with some of those other places, but I always try to kind of shy away from that. Yeah, definitely Solar Fox. Oh, hello, Bob. Yeah, in Amazon and Newegg, they have deals all the time. And you guys might have some other great stores too. Definitely mention them in the chat if you know some other good ones. Jilly's just going off the chain out there. I don't know what she's doing. She's just howling and making all sorts of noise. Oh yeah, Tiger Direct too. I know that was a good one too. Oh, here's another one. Here's another place. They might not always have the largest selection of PC components because it's primarily a video and photography site, but BH Photo has quite a few PC components, and you can't beat some of their shipping and their prices, and the fact if you don't live in the New York State, you're not paying tax, and that is super cool. So I would definitely also try to look at BH Photo. It's one of my all-time personal favorite websites. That's just an amazing website. I get a lot of my equipment for YouTube off of BH, so a lot of my equipment actually was purchased off of BH. Yeah, no. Bob. Why is there a jungle sapling? Oh, it must have been from one of the plants. I completely forgot he was hanging out over there. Completely forgot he was hanging around over there. Look what he's done. Look what he's done. And I have all these cats. I have cats everywhere, and they just don't do anything. Oh, man. That's why we can't have nice things. That's a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt right there. I'm gonna put Bob on a t-shirt. That Bob right there in the chat, and it's gonna go, this is why we can't have nice things. That's my next t-shirt for sure. This is why we can't have nice things. Oh, man. That's gonna be a great t-shirt. I have to make that happen somehow. But on a positive note, we fixed it. No, unfortunately, I can't make the cats follow me because they're commanded by my old Minecraft account, not my oh, I can't see my name. But anyway, my current name. See, I can't get them to follow me. See, they don't love me anymore. They don't love me. Brings a tear to my eye. Brings a tear to my eye. Poor Bob just wanted to inspect the land. He did, didn't he? Yes, beeping truck, that is correct. That is correct. That is the details for TwitchCon. Play some mind test. Ooh, what's that? Tell me more. Tell me more what this mind test is you speak of. It wasn't up to code. Clearly it wasn't. Yes, cats, it wasn't. Clearly it wasn't. Yeah, I'm liking that. That looks good. Awesome. Let's go get some bone meal. Let's get a little bone meal. Is there a way I could send you a picture of my drawings? Well, of course. You can always, get a picture of it and send it to me on Twitter. If you want to mail me a physical copy of anything, a copy of it, you can send it to my P.O. Box. There is the address of my P.O. Box down in the description of the stream. Down below, you can see down there where I have the P.O. Box address all set up down there. So yeah, lots of different options. And I would absolutely love to see it. Okay, time to add a little grass to this area. Time to add a little grass, but no flowers. No flowers. Not yet, anyway. I don't want to add any flowers at the moment because I don't actually have the flowers that I want. Here we go. No, no flowers. I've told you no flowers. There we go. No flowers. No flowers. This particular design does not call for flowers. We are more of a tundra feel through here. No flowers. Very harsh climate. So one thing I would like to add is I want to add ice along the riverbanks. So there's, it's just kind of frozen, just a little bit. Hashtag no flowers. That's true. It's true. Yeah, that's looking good. Let me check Twitter, see what you guys have to say over on the Twitters. Matthew asks, how is your health? And what is your favorite series? My favorite series, you guys might, I don't know. Do you guys know what my favorite series on YouTube is? That's a good question. I'm not gonna say it yet because I want to see if you guys know what it is. I bet you'd be surprised if you knew. Might be surprised. Might be surprised. Yeah. There we go. Awesome. There we go. And then let me sneak on over here, and then I'm going to add some more blocks right up there. Nice, nice. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I might want to do a couple tall ferns. Maybe like one right there. It would be awesome if 1.9 we could finally maybe have the ferns not be so fragile. So if you hit them, they just kind of go in your inventory. That'd be great. That'd be like the best thing ever. If we can hit a fern and the fern just magically appears in our inventory like all the other flowers, that'd be awesome. So did you guys guess what it is? Tree farm? My favorite series, something I really enjoyed doing, was those GTA videos, our free roam adventures. I love those because I would come up with like kind of an idea of kind of this whole progression of, you know, how the episode would go and put together. They're like one of my favorite episodes. But, you know, Scarland, I guess, would probably be my favorite series, but I did really love those GTA videos. Skills, what's up, man? How are you? How are you today? Hopefully you're doing well. How are you? That's awesome. All right, so we just want to add just a little bit more back here. So as we've talked about in the very beginning of the stream, this area is going to be a fancy pathway that'll lead up to the survival area and of course our survival caves down there. So we'll have the pathways that'll lead through here, around the corner, and down there. So we'll get to those in another stream. So let's continue to work on our path here. So let's get some stuff along here. There we go. And then I might want to do, let's do a couple big ferns. Do a big fern there. I think that looked good. Awesome. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Claire, you always, sorry for the hot dog man. The hot dog man, I was totally unprovoked. He just all of a sudden just went from 0 to 10, and he's just throwing those fists. He's just throwing those fists. I did nothing to hot dog man. Did nothing. All right, so let's sneak about over here. There we go. There we go. Starting to get there. We're starting to get there. Like if you look like if we can get the camera to a point like you'd think like, oh look, that's almost looking done. And then you look over there, then you look over there, then you realize the roller coaster's not done on that side. For a second there, you almost think like, oh, we're getting there. We're getting some progress. F1 Hands asks on Twitter, what is my favorite build in Scarland? And we were talking about that earlier. I think it's always kind of whatever the current build that I'm working on, but I'm super partial to the fishing cabin. I love that fishing cabin. SA Crafter says hi from South Africa on Twitter. Well, hello there, and that's so awesome. I love hearing from all of my viewers from around the world. That's awesome. I love that. That's awesome. Thank you for tweeting me out. Thank you. I appreciate that. But that's a question for you guys. What is your favorite Scarland build? That's a question for the Scars out there, my friends. I think we're going to build our custom tree right here. So I just want to lay out a little bit of land for it because it's going to be just a little bit large. So custom tree hype it is. So yeah, let me know what your favorite Scarland build is. I have a feeling I know what you guys are going to put. Hello from Ireland. Well, hello there. Hello. I just want to clear out just a couple random things out of my inventory, just so I have some room. Oh, hello there. Oh, geez, he's getting wild with me. Whoa, whoa! I saw those bubbles. It was like a shark coming out of there. The Crystal Cave under the sea. Awesome, awesome. The roller coaster, even though it's not quite done. The tree farm. Awesome. Well, hello there from London. Hello, hello. Okay, okay, we need to get some spruce leaves. We need to get some spruce leaves. We need some scaffolding ready to rock. We need a little bit of spruce wood. Okay, we need to go get some more spruce leaves from the tree farm. Scar sharks. Hi from Washington State. Well, hello, my neighbor. Hello, hello, fellow Washingtonian. All right, so I'm gonna grab some of those. There we go, looking good. And then I need to grab a couple saplings. There we go, grab some saplings. And away we go. So when we work with our pine trees, so when we work with our spruce or chocolate wood, if you will, I usually like to start with the basic Minecraft tree and then build off of that. So I don't go fully from scratch, just kind of get a basic shape. Your favorite series was Scar goes hardcore. That is definitely going to be. I think if I look at my plan right, for my progression of videos for the coming year or so, Scar goes hardcore I think is going to be. I think we need to bring that back. Definitely think we need to bring that back, and I need more bone meal. And I think I'm probably going to bring it back around fall. Because we've got quite a few projects right now. We probably should get some more just in case. Oh, there's ants on me. No, 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 no. Why when we stream, the ants and like bugs like to crawl on me? I don't know. Now the question is, are we going to get the tree we want? No, I didn't get the tree I want. Did not get the tree that I want, unfortunately. So I'm contemplating taking it down and regrowing it. There's a particular tree style that I wanted, but I didn't get it. Well, I think we can make our own. Let's start working on making the trunk a little bit bigger. So let's get that going here. There we go. Very awesome. Another one of my favorite things, terraforming and making custom trees. There we go. So just building up the sides here a little bit. There we go. And we'll sneak on down here. The Freddy Fuzzbear asked for some tips on Twitter about getting into. This is killing me. Ow. Getting into Twitch. So just some tips. That's a good question. I'm just going to assume that you know how to get all your settings and all that good stuff together, like your OBS settings and your if you're using OBS, of course, for your streaming. Let me get a little bit of scaffolding out. There we go. Grab some scaffolding. Awesome. So just assuming you have all that set up and you have your game that you want to play and all that. A few things that I notice from some newer streamers. Sometimes like when you're streaming and you might just start out and you might not have a lot of viewers yet. So you might be just starting out, getting to it. Always make sure you're continuously talking. It doesn't mean you have to go every second. You're just constantly talking, but make sure you're just talking, even though you might not have maybe you might not even have a viewer in the stream yet. But just start talking. Just start casually talking to yourself, so that when people come in, it's not like they come into somebody just not talking. So always make sure you're always kind of having a bit of a conversation going. That's always a good thing. Just talk to yourself. It's fun talking to yourself. I do it all the time. I think that's a big thing. And then make sure you stream when. This is an odd question, but an odd one. But make sure you stream, when you're feeling good. You're not, like sad or something, just make sure you know when you're ready to stream, you're excited, you're really looking forward to it. Because sometimes you go in the streams and people just look kind of sad, and it's like, don't stream when you're sad, or when you stream, try to be energetic, be happy, try to really interact with your chat. When somebody comes in and they say, hey, what's up, don't make sure you reply. You gotta get in there and be like, hey man, what's up? Sometimes I do apologize. I always apologize. I miss some people's comments. I try to say hi to as many people as I can, but sometimes I miss a few people, and I always sorry about that. But make sure you try to interact with your viewers as much as possible. Make sure you're still playing the game, getting into everything, doing all this stuff, but make sure you always have that one eye on the chat and looking over there and saying, make sure you're keeping an eye on things like that. And yeah, so let's see. You might wear a Scar shirt, Veeping Truck. Oh, that's awesome. If you did, that would be I couldn't tell you how happy I'd be if I saw that. Like, that would be amazing. But that's a few small, like, just real basic tips is make sure you're energetic, ready to go, having fun. It's odd sometimes when I go into streams sometimes and I see the person and he just legitimately looks sad. And it's like, why are you sad? Can I tell you a joke? I'll tell you a joke. Can I tell you a joke? Please? Please? Can I? There we go. There we go. I think we're coming out. So when we work on trees, of course, there's not really any real big science to it. We're not really like, step by step. It's really kind of just finding the flow of the tree, building it up. One thing I don't like about the pine trees in Minecraft is that they end at a kind of a box at the top. I like to make it so it ends in just a single point. That's at least more reflective of the big giant pine trees that are around me where I live. So my personal experience, that's just the trees I see. So I like to kind of start getting them into that shape. Awesome. Mouse Plays, well, thank you for the nice comment there, and I hope you enjoy the stream, and thank you so much for coming out. Now I'm just going to jump on down here. There we go. Jump on down. Wonderful. Awesome. There we go. And just kind of work it out like this. Just find the right flow of the tree. Find out little areas here and there where the tree might blow out a little bit, where there's just like a little spot where the wind kind of cut the branch and kind of flew it up a little bit. Do I have any tips for starting YouTube? Now, YouTube is a substantially bit different. So YouTube's a little different. YouTube, a big area on YouTube that I see a newer person, and of course, these are mistakes that I made. Audio quality. Audio quality is a huge part, especially, it seems like YouTube. When people start, sometimes they might, buy a real fancy computer, and they might get a really nice graphic card and a capture card and all that good stuff, but you might forget about the microphone. At least I did. So audio quality is a huge part. That should be one of your number one focuses when setting up your stuff, is making sure that audio quality is as good as you can get it in the beginning. And it's not something you got to spend a ton of money on either. There's a lot of great options in microphones that are around about $50. I mean, that's an area where if you were going to spend some money in your setup, it's your microphone. I think for about $50 or so, you can get a really nice microphone and then be able to do some post editing to really make it stand out. I think that is a definite thing to think about, is making sure that audio, and I'm giving you tips knowing that you already kind of have an idea what you're going to do, kind of what you're going to play, stuff like that. There we go. Awesome. Now oh, hey, let's take a look at the tree. Let's take a look at the tree. Oh, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. This area is feeling a little nicer. I'm getting excited. Trying to think of some other tips for YouTube. I think we've always talked about this one. This is a big one. Oh, there's an ant crawling up my arm. It's driving me crazy. Anyway, his intros. Not talking about fancy graphic intros or anything along those lines, but when you start out the video, when you start talking, know what you're going to do beforehand. Kind of a quick idea in your head, like, okay, I'm going to say this. I'm going to start out this project. So when you start out, you catch that viewer by, like, hey, I'm going to be working on the roller coaster project today. We're going to be doing this, that, and the other thing, and let's get right into it. Instead of, being a little bit hum and hawing a little bit, you want to really catch those viewers at the very beginning like that. And, well, hello there, zombie. How are you today? Good? Great. Now you're dead. So that's just a couple little real basic tips that'll kind of help you get started a little bit. Also, trolls. You're going to have trolls. There's going to be people that are rude and mean. If you know that that's just going to happen right off the bat, and it's a little bit better just kind of knowing there's going to be negative people. There's going to be people like somebody today, like, wish that
Welcome aboard the USS Good Times. This is your Captain Scar, and I want to thank you for subscribing.
Shy Roxy, thank you so much for subscribing. I can't thank you enough for all the support. And 3 months in a row, that's extraordinary. Thank you so much for the resub. And yeah, so can we get some resub thank yous in the chat? That is super awesome. And yeah, so hopefully you continue to enjoy your jelly emotes and your chat badge. And yeah, once again, thank you so much for the resub. And yeah, thank you so much. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, let's get some big sub hype thank yous in the chat. There's going to be people like that. And for me anyway, if I just know that there's just going to be negative and kind of nasty people like that, and I'm like, oh, there you are. I see you. But you don't bother me. I knew you were going to be there. It's no big surprise. It doesn't really bother me as much. I've been always pretty lucky in my time on YouTube, time on Twitch, that I really don't have to deal with a ton of horrible trolls or anything. A lot of other people have much worse than I do, and I'm always pretty happy about that my subscribers and my Twitch followers and all the people on Twitch and YouTube are all super awesome, and don't have to deal with a lot of mean, troll type people. So I'm always pretty happy about that. Out of 100 something comments, I got one negative comment in today's video, so it's like, that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. So always try to and also when you're thinking about how you want to, put yourself out there onto YouTube or Twitch, be positive, be somebody that that has a good attitude, positive, because then you're going to attract people who are good people, good, positive, nice people. If you jump out there, and I've seen I've been on YouTube for so long, and I see people who jump on there and they're negative, they're not very nice. They're gonna attract those kind of people as your audience. So you always want to be up there, be super, nice, friendly to everybody, and you'll attract super friendly, nice people to your stream. And that's what we have here. That's the community that we have here. That's the Scar community here, which is super awesome. I don't know. I've been rambling for like 10 minutes now, and who knows? I probably didn't make any sense. So I need some wood. I need some spruce wood. There we go. Awesome. And if you do get a negative comment, or you actually not so much a negative comment, but a comment that's not very nice, and if you really want to reply in a funny, sarcastic way, not in an angry way. You'll make that person upset when you don't respond with anger. You respond with laughter or with a little lightheartedness, because they want to get a reaction out of you, a negative reaction. And if you come back and just joke about it, like you don't care about that opinion at all, you're just laughing about it, that'll drive the negative troll type people crazy. The Scar Army, the wonderful Scar Army. Another really interesting fact, and it's just the weird things you'll learn on Twitch and YouTube. If you get a really kind of nasty comment and you reply like, "Hey man, that's not very nice. Why don't you be a little nicer next time," or something? Just the person will reply sometimes and go, "I'm sorry. I was just trying to get a reaction. I don't really mean that." And it's like, wow, that's odd. Like, I couldn't imagine ever leaving like a negative, mean comment to just try to get a reaction, but people do that. So sometimes people who will leave a kind of a negative comment or a nasty comment, they're just really just trying to get a reaction. They're probably lonely and they don't really have anything to do, so they just do that. And it's kind of a weird way to live your life, but to each his own, I guess. Woohoo! There we go. Wonderful. Awesome. There we go. Let's take this scaffolding down. Let's take it all down and take a look at our custom tree. Oh, we can't get through. I don't want to break my tree. I don't want to break it. So I'm going to sneak around here. I can't get around. There we go. There we go. Awesome. We got all of our scaffolding all cleared out and ready to go. So let's take a look at this now. Come on. Come on. I'm going against the current. I'm going against the current and I can't get through. Oh, I'm loving that tree. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let me see what we got here. Yeah, okay, so it's a little awkward. So as you can see, it's leaning a little bit towards the roller coaster. So I want to, expand it off just a little bit this side, just to, of course, a tree is going to arch or move around a little bit. It's something that lives in nature. It's getting blown around by stuff. So I want to make it just a little taller. And other than that, I like that. I like that quite a bit. But that's something we can work on in a little bit. I would prefer to maybe add another tree like right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to not do that because that's a scar fail. I'm going to sneak down here and work on maybe bringing up this just a smidge bit. There we go. There we go. So I just want to add a custom tree in this area, but not a large 2x2. I want a standard one tree, if you will. I just want a one tree. Come on, come on, come on, give me it, come on. You just used up all my bone meal, didn't you? You just had to use up all my bone meal. Got plenty more where that came from. Okay, we're getting something is interfering with it. Is it hitting that? It is, it must be hitting that. Fine, picky tree. You're quite picky today. There we go. Got our picky trees bin complete. It looks like a paintbrush. It does look a little bit like a paintbrush. Yeah, so that's why I want to add a little bit more in that part right there. Speaking of paintbrushes, did any of you guys ever play Epic Mickey? Speaking of paintbrushes, I had that game for the PS3. My brother and I were gonna play it, and it turned out pretty much false advertising. That game was originally going to have co-op, like multiplayer type co-op where, somebody doesn't have to be in the same house as you. And then like at the last minute, it got pulled and we both had the game. We're all loaded up to play it. And then nothing. The game didn't have it. The game didn't ship with it. And I was like, what? Like that was a feature that was like advertised like at E3 and stuff. And then they pulled it. And it was like so disappointing. So disappointing. I actually never played the game after that. I was like, oh, I was so mad. Because, I'd heard all the publicity before the game. It was like, co-op multiplayer, stuff like that. And then it was like, oh, local on the box once it finally shipped. I was like, that's not what you originally said. But it was a cool game. I wish it did better. I think the problem with that game is once again, so many other things in entertainment industry is that they get way too many cooks in the kitchen, way too many people, putting their hands in there and like, hey, I think the villain should have a funny voice. And it's like, no, actually, he was not supposed to have a funny voice in my original vision of it. Not speaking about Epic Mickey, but just in like general, when you have like a creative vision of something and there's just so many people like studios and executives who just like think they know a lot, they gotta like make themselves relevant and they gotta like put their fingers in everything. There we go. And drop that down and come back here and sneak about. Wonderful. And then jump on down a little lower. But yeah, look at our tree. I love custom trees. I love custom trees. What's fun about the pine tree is sometimes you can get kind of a nice shape that you can just kind of expand out a little bit, if you will. Just expand out a little bit. There we go. Awesome. We're finally getting some terraforming built up in here. It's looking so fancy. Have I ever played Soldier Front 2? No, I don't think I have, actually. Don't think I have. If you can't launch StudTech on FTB, you can also try Technic. Technic also has StudTech on there. Unfortunately, I don't have the files to put it on MediaFire. I don't have those on me, but try it on Technic, and then we'll see what we can do if that doesn't work. There we go. Slowly getting in there. You know, it takes a while to get all of our trees all, you know, arranged and ready to go, but it's looking good. Yeah, I like that. That's good. StudTech is not on Technic? Thought it was. Oh, I know. Well, your mod pack, you know, Design Tech. Wells, of course, if you guys didn't know, Wells has a brand new mod pack that he spent so long working on. That is out, called Design Tech, and I think that's on Technic because I believe I tested it to make sure it worked on there. You just joined and you're wondering if I could jump on the roller coaster? Yeah, we're actually going to take a ride in just 1 minute. I just want to finish kind of fixing up this section right here where a creeper just blew up. So I just want to fix up this, and we're just working on getting the landscaping around the roller coaster all set up and just making it look a little nicer so things are a little bit better. There we go. I'm loving that. All right. It's time once again, my friends, for a little roller coaster hype. Haha, one can't ride the roller coaster too many times. Not at all. So we are going to ride that again. We're going to ride that again.
I was afraid to love, wearing a heart that was paper thin. Thought it'd break with each
We need some appropriate music for the roller coaster. I sure wish I could play what I want to play. That'd be amazing, but unfortunately, I don't think Disney would be happy about that. I want to play Soarin' Over California soundtrack. Ooh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. All right, here we go. We are on our way. I can't wait till we actually be able to do the whole loop. That's gonna be crazy. Hey, look at that. Aha, that's great. You can kind of see our landscaping. Eventually that'll loop all around and everything will look cool. Uh-oh, we're about to go down, my friends. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Hold on to your lap bars. Hold on, we're going down. Can I play Build Battle in Minecraft? I have a love-hate relationship with I built some of the most amazing things on that, and they never got voted for, and it made me really mad. Man, I have such a love-hate relationship with that game. No brakes. Yes, that's true. No brakes today. We're brake-free, my friends. I've got no brakes on my chair. I'm just wheeling all around today. I've been thinking about putting like a magazine or something behind my wheels so I don't keep rolling around. What is Build Battle? Build Battle is where you have like a group of people and you all build the same thing. So say it's like Spider-Man, and you just have to build something in the theme of a Spider-Man. and then you get judged. And I built like the coolest thing. It was like a scaled down city. So you had all these little skyscrapers and then cobwebs connecting to them, and you had like a Spider-Man in the middle, like going between the buildings. And people are like, "What is it? I don't get it. I don't understand." And it's like, and then like people won because they just made like a giant Spider-Man face, and it's like there's no originality, there's no, imagination in that. Like I've got like a whole a cityscape, with like like Spider-Man zooming through all these skyscrapers, and there was like a road down at the bottom. Like it was awesome, and I just didn't get voted for, and I've been holding it against Bill Battles since then. Hey F1, thank you so much for coming out. Hopefully you had a good time watching the stream, and have a great time. He's salt, Claire. And that's as far as we can go, my friends. The roller coaster ends at this point, and we got more work to do. Got more and more work to do, but eventually we will wrap this up, and we will have an amazing ride that'll take us all throughout the roller coaster. But this is as far as we go. So much salt, so much salt, so much salt. So much salt. Just brings a tear to my eye. I was so proud of my Spider-Man diorama. It's denied. Well, guys, I can't thank you guys enough for coming out today, and hopefully you enjoyed our terraforming. We got many more fun and exciting terraforming projects.